Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and apparently Graves isn't ready yet. Huh. I guess not. Alright, well, we're going to see an early start from Zap then in the home opener, which is unfortunate. If you haven't been following the game recaps, we are still tied for first with the Reds. We both have 4-1 records. Here we are back at Panpaca Park. We're here to take on the Pirates again. If you remember, we did beat them. I think they both ended up as 3-run wins in Pittsburgh, but they were both in question until the end. You see we've got most of the normal lineup in. Joey over at short. Tom behind the plate. And as mentioned, shortly Zap here on the mound. All right, Chris Duffy at the plate to lead things off. Zap gets him to ground to first on the first pitch, and Terry steps on the bag. Ryan Sweeney at the plate now. He will take strike one. Swings and misses for strike two. And then a ground ball towards second. Kester picks it up and throws to first. 2 away. Jack Wilson at the plate now. He looks at strike one. And that changeup goes a bit low. 1-1. Fly ball. Kester should have this towards second base. And that is a 1-2-3 inning to start the game for Zap. Kester is going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Take a look at the lineup here for the Pirates. Gonzalez on the mound. His first appearance of the season. And Kester takes strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Marvin at the plate, back to hitting left-handed. I, right off the top of my head, can't remember if he got a hit right-handed in either of those last two games against the Cubs. I think he did, but I'm not sure of that. 1-1 the count in this at-bat. Make that 1-2. Marvin's looked at 2 straight strikes. Hits this one, and that'll be a base hit into left field towards the line. Marvin digging for second base, and he will make it there. A 1-out double brings Chief to the plate, hitting an even .500 so far. And watches that first pitch go up and out. Still too high with the fastball, 2-0. Gets this one more in the zone. Chief lets it go by, 2-1. And a strike down in the zone, 2-2. Misses again. We got a full count, 1 out. Runner on second. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Chief swung at none of those pitches. That'll bring Terry to the plate with 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position. Pops this one up right at the plate. Aviles makes the grab, and that ends the inning. No score after 1. Xavier Nady due up for Pittsburgh to open the second. Nady still spouting a good average. His 1 home run came against us, you might remember. Back in the first game. I think we shut him out the second game. 1-1 the count in this at-bat. Lines this one into right, and it is right on the line. That's probably a double. Zach getting it back in, but not nearly on time. Well-placed ball there for Xavier Nady, who has torn us up in this young season. thankfully for us, the Pirates haven't had a lot around him so far. And by the record, it's not just been us. Johnson at the mound now. Pretty sure he came here from Baltimore. Not 100% sure of that, but I think that's what happened if I remember right from last year. Line drive into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Xavier Nady going in to score, and the Pirates take the early 1-0 lead. That'll bring Who to the plate. Still looking for his first hit of the year. The Pirates still leaving him in the 6 hole. Quickly down 0-2 here. And just inside, 1-2. Oh, there is his first hit of the year, finally. I'm sure that's a big weight off of his shoulders. Puts Pirates on first and second, and Jeff Blum at the plate. First pitch misses down and out. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-1. There's a line drive. Joey grabs this one, and the Pirates too far off the bases. It's going to turn into a double play. So 2 down, runner still on first. Aviles at the plate now, and his first pitch is a strike. I think that was Johnson that got caught too far off of second. Was easy pickings for Joey. Aviles strikes out on 3 pitches, and that ends the top of the second, but the Pirates do grab the 1-0 lead. Frank will lead things off in the bottom half of the second. Frank batting below 200. Frank and Tom usually major weapons for this offense, but they've gotten off to a bit of a slow start this year. But as I say that, Frank gets a base hit back up the middle. Leadoff single. Tom now at the plate. His average down to 105. But he does have the home run. Oh, that could be a double play. There's at second, and there is at first. 6-4-3. Base is now cleared. Zach at the plate with 2 outs. He also has a home run and very nearly had 2. His first hit of the season went off the very top of the wall in Pittsburgh. Puts this one into left field for a single. Still 2 away. Joey at the plate. He looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 0-2. That's up the middle into center field. Another base hit. So 2 on with 2 outs. Brings us to the pitcher's spot. Zapp's first at-bat of this season. He doesn't get too many, but, you know, he gets some now and then. And he lines right to shortstop for the last out of the inning. So the Pirates still lead 1-0 as we move into the 3rd inning, where Gonzalez, their pitcher, will lead things off.
Number 31, Edgar Gonzalez, pitcher.
In case you're wondering, that is Edgar Gonzalez. And he takes a ball low. And this one apparently just a tad higher. 1-1 the count. And too far inside. 2-1 count again to the opposing pitcher. Outside, make it 3-1. There's the full count. Fouled away. We'll try again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Took a while to get there, but Zapp does get the out. His second strikeout so far after the first go-around of the Pirates' order. Chris Duffy looks at strike 1. He ground out to first in his first at-bat. Grounds this one back to Zapp, who fields it cleanly. 2 away. Ryan Sweeney also with the ground out. I believe to second, if I remember right. Looks at strike 1. Say, I don't keep score as I announce these games, so I have to remember this off my head. He grounds back to Zapp, and that will end the top of the 3rd. Pirates still leading 1-0. Kester will lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Gonzalez also with 2 strikeouts, the first trip through the Squirrels order. First pitch is out of the zone. Then a swing and a miss evens the count at 1. That's a line drive into left, and it does get down in front of Sweeney. Leadoff single brings Marvin to the plate. Got a double in his first at bat and did not move any further. Looks at strike one. Kester takes off, pitches high, but still not in time to get Kester. Stolen base gives the Squirrels a runner in scoring position. And with the semi-pitch out, Marvin with a 1-1 count. Hits this one to third. Blum looks back the runner and throws across. One away. That'll bring Chief to the plate. He struck out after getting the count full, swung at 0 pitches in his first at-bat. Very disappointing. Looks at strike one here. And this one is outside. Finally swings the bat, and it is a base hit into left. This should tie the game. And it does. An RBI single from Chief. We're tied up at 1. Terry fouled out in his first at-bat. 1 on, 1 out. He looks at a slider for strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And then a line drive over Blum's head. 2 on, still only 1 out. This inning threatening to go sideways on the Pirates. Frank at the plate already has a base hit in the game. Watches that fastball stay high. This one catches the inside corner. 1-1. Down and out makes it 2-1. Inside, 3-1 the count. There's a called strike. Full count. Runners on first and second, 1 away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It'll be up to Tom to keep this inning going. He hit into a double play. His average at an even 100 at the moment, which is not great. Has a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Hits this one. It's going to hook foul, though. Not a badly hit ball, just not in the right place. Still 2-2, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Pirates do give up the lead, but they don't fall behind. As we go into the 4th inning, Jack Wilson will lead things off for Pittsburgh.
Number 2, Jack Wilson.
Wilson flied out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Hits this one foul into the seats down the right field line. 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and it will get through for a base hit. Leadoff single will bring Xavier Nady to the plate. He's already got a double today. So Zap checks on Wilson over at first. And gets Nady to swing and miss at a changeup. Another swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss again. Nady goes down swinging. That feels like a big out for the Squirrels. Brings Johnson to the plate. Wilson takes off on a hit and run, and he is thrown out as Johnson came up empty on his swing. Close play at second, but the Squirrels get the call. So base is now empty with 2 outs for Johnson. We are still tied at 1, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Ground ball to second. Oh, it gets through. I thought Kester was going to get that one, but that actually gets through for a base hit. I'm sure the Pirates would have loved to have been moving a runner to third, but instead, just a runner on first with 2 outs. Who finally got his first hit of the season in his last at-bat. Puts his average at 63 and immediately gets his second hit of the season. Oh, and it goes through Zach's legs. Is that going to score a run? Johnson's going to try. Kester's not have the arm. Joey maybe, but Kester definitely not. That's an unearned run. Gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Blum at the plate has a 2-1 count now. That's a base hit up the middle. That's, well, probably going to score another run. It's close, and he is in there. Pirates now have a 3-1 lead. And first pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is inside. 1-1 the count. Uh-oh. Zap melting down in a hurry. Puts Pirates on first and second after that base hit. Pitcher spot up, so here's Zap's chance to get out of this. His first pitch goes outside. He threw a lot of pitches to his counterpart earlier. Gets a ground ball in the second pitch here. So Squirrels end the top of the fourth, but give up 2 runs in the process. Gives Pittsburgh a 3-1 lead. Zach comes to the plate in the bottom half of the inning. Both pitchers wiping their brows, but still in there for now. And I think we will at least start next inning with Zap, see if we can at least get him through 5. Zach with an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Joey at the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Is sporting a plus 400 average. Looks at strike 1, looks at ball 1. Looks like this is it for Gonzalez either way. Joey puts that one pretty deep into right field, actually. One hops the wall, and he is going to cruise into second base with a 1-out double. So that'll bring Evan Meek to the mound. Zap will come to the plate. He is the tie run. I'm starting to think maybe I should have pinch hit, but we're going to leave him out there. He looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. Now he shows bunt. And does not get it down. So that's a strikeout. Kester at the plate now with 2 outs. Runner still in scoring position. As Kester looks at a curveball for strike 1. Bounces that one in. 1-1. There's a cutter. 1-2. Well, is it foul? No, it's fair, and Vilas makes the play to first. So we'll move into the 5th inning. Pirates at the top of their order, and they lead 3-1. Duffy hitting 100 and has ground out twice in today's game. Takes the ball inside. Swings and misses. 1-1. Hits this one. Zap grabs it. Throws it to first. 1 away. Sweeney at the plate. He's also ground out twice today. Looks at a strike. This one is outside. 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. Still too low. 3-1 the count. Swing and a miss makes it a full count. Really trying to get Zap through this inning at least. Does get the strikeout on Sweeney. That'll bring Jack Wilson to the plate. He's 1 for 2. And he did come around to score after Zach let a ball get by him. The rare error by Zach. He's usually a very solid right fielder. Wilson behind 0-2. Then a hit towards third. Chief with a pretty good grab, and he will throw over to get out of the inning. Still 3-1 Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Marvin due to lead things off. Marvin 1 for 2. Got a double in his first at bat. And he's going to get another base hit into right center. Marvin looking to make this a double as well, and he is in there. Good hustle for Marvin, who I was probably a little too harsh on his speed a couple games ago. I think is probably the 3rd fastest runner on the team behind Kester and Sweeney. Brings Chief to the plate, runner on second with nobody out. And Chief has a 1-1 count. Fouls this one back. Will Aviles have room? He will. 1 away, runner on second. Brings Terry to the plate. And he looks at strike 1. This curveball misses inside. Swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. Too low. 2-2. Marvin takes off, and it is hit and run. I think he would have scored anyway. Doesn't really matter. That ball rolling deep into left center field. Terry in with an easy stand-up double, and the Pirates' lead is now down to 3-2. All right, that'll bring Frank to the plate. Runner still in scoring position, still only 1 out. First pitch didn't look great, but Meek gets a call. And ground ball to third. Blum goes to first. Terry stays put at second base. Tom at the plate. His average has now slipped below 100. But he does get a base hit here. This should tie the game at 3. As Tom is going to second base pretty easily. RBI double for Tom makes it 3-3. He was definitely overdue for that hit. So that'll bring Zach to the plate. Might feel like he has to make up for a run here. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2, and Meek has hurt his arm. Trainers come out to check, and they will change pitchers. Pirates are turning to Kuzmic now to try to get them out of this. All right, 0-2 count, so Kuzmic at least walking into a good situation. Does get Zach to pop up on the first pitch. Aviles makes the play. We'll move into the 6th inning. We are tied at 3 now. Xavier Nady to the plate. We are going to change pitchers, though.
Number 22, Xavier Nady.
So Jones hasn't made his season debut yet because of how the first game went, so I guess that'll happen now. Try to get 2 innings out of him. Who has not gotten a hit? Sweeney and Martinez? Well, if we're going to have an outfielder, I trust Sweeney more. See if we can get by with him in right field for the moment.
Your attention, please. Now coming up against Indianapolis, number 25, Jones.
All right, Nady 1 for 2 today, a double and a strikeout. And Jones starts him off with a fastball that's too far inside. Does get the plate on this one, 1-1. Nady puts a charge into this, but it should hook foul. And it does. Would have been just short of the wall, I think, had it stayed fair. Grounds this one to well, Joey actually fields it. Long throw, but he does have the cannon for an arm over there. So he is able to get that out. Johnson is 2 for 2 today. Looks at strike 1 here. Pops it up, but it should make the seats, or the screen at least. 0-2. Then that'll be 3 for 3, a base hit into center field. 1 on, 1 out for the Pirates. Who at the plate, who is also 2 for 2 today. Apparently ripping the lid off of his offense today. Went from batting 0 to 118 so far. Has a 1-1 count in this at-bat. As that pitch is too low. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Ground ball. Jones gets a glove on it. Kester goes to second. That's the only out the Squirrels will get. So 2 down. Jeff Blum at the plate. Runner on first. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for strike 1. Fastball in the dirt. Blum lays off. I think that was a mistake pitch, but thankfully Blum missed it. And then a ground ball to second, Kester to first, and that will end the top of the 6th. Still tied at 3. Joey to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Joey, 2 for 2 today, single and a double. See if he can get the hard ones for the cycle. Which is a joke. I don't think Joey is even capable of hitting a home run. He does come through with another single, though. That'll bring Sweeney to the plate. Still hunting for his first hit of the year. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Hits this one high in the air behind second base. Wilson makes the grab. That'll bring Kester to the plate. He's showing bunt. And he gets down a pretty good one, though it's going to be a sacrifice. He actually ends up getting tagged out. Moves the runner into scoring position for Marvin, who already has a couple hits today, I believe. And this will be another one. Joey coming in to score, and he will make it there. Kester rather, advances on the throw. Marvin got... So the Squirrels engineer a run to take the lead. Runner still in scoring position with Chief at the plate. He puts this into center field, but I think Duffy will have it, and he does. So we'll go into the 7th inning. The Squirrels have edged out in front 4-3. And Aviles is going to come to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Jones working the rare 2nd inning. Pops this one up. Jones will field it himself. 1 down. Kuzmic at the plate. Sure, he doesn't get too many at-bats as a reliever. I usually take great care to make sure our relievers don't get at-bats, though it has happened now and then. 1-2 the count. Breaking ball, and Kuzmic misses it. 2 down. Chris Duffy has ground out in all 3 at-bats so far today, as he looks at strike 1. Ground ball. Kester can't come up with that one. That's a base hit. 1 on, 2 outs for Ryan Sweeney, who is 0 for 3 today. Pair of ground outs and a strikeout. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike. Called strike 3. That'll bring us to the 7th inning stretch. Squirrels leading 4-3. Terry will lead off on the other side.
Please rise and join the singer.
All right, Terry at the plate. Kuzmic's still in there to pitch. First pitch is called a strike on the outside corner. And then a swing and a miss makes it 0-2. Fouled away. Still 0-2. Called strike 3. 1 down, Frank at the plate. First pitch is called a strike. It was iffy to my eyes anyway. Second pitch was called a ball. Swing and a miss. Frank well behind that fastball. And swings at one in the dirt. Goes fishing, comes up empty. Tom at the plate then. He'll look at strike 1. Tom maybe not having a great season, but he's having a pretty good day today. Pops this one foul. Aviles should have it. Well, that gives us an excuse to get Martinez in the game. We'll go into the 8th inning. Squirrels still leading by a run. Heart of the Pirates order to lead off. We will go get Hermida to do his bridge inning.
Your attention, please. Now coming to pitch for Indianapolis, number 17, Hermida.
All right, Wilson 1 for 3 today. Did come around to score after that hit. Looks at a curveball for strike 1. It hits a fastball. That'll get over Kester's head and in there for a leadoff single. We're going to get a pinch hitter for their best hitter. That's a decision. So Steven Drew instead, who has not gotten a hit all year. Bizarre decision for the Pirates when they're down a run. There are times to pinch hit, but I'm not sure Xavier Nady's one of them this year. Drew with an 0-2 count. And he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Johnson to the plate. He is 3 for 3 today. Looks at strike one. Runner takes off, or Martinez rather, can't get Wilson out at second. So the Pirates now with the runner in scoring position, but Johnson strikes out at the plate. 2 away. Who at the plate? He does have a couple hits today. His only 2 hits of the year so far have come today. He's going to get a hit here, and this should tie up the game. Marvin was playing rather deep. I don't know if he would have had a shot anyway, but definitely not playing that deep. So we're tied at 4 again. Jeff Blum at the plate. Looks at strike one. This one, Chief fields on a bounce, gets it over to first. That ends the top of the 8th, but Hermida can't do the hold. So we're 4 to 4 going into the bottom of the 8th, where Martinez will lead things off. Drew will leave the game. Franklin Gutierrez will come in to play right field. Martinez grounds this one towards short. Wilson takes care of that. 1 down. Joey, 3 for 3. 2 singles with a double in the middle. Watches that curveball stay inside. Curveball, well, I think it might have been a fastball. It's inside either way. There's a strike. 1-2. Ooh, puts this one high in the air. Wilson is waiting for it, and he makes the grab. 2 down. Sweeney at the plate. Popped out in his last at-bat. Looks at a strike. Hits this one right to first. Johnson picks it up and steps on the bag again. Well, 9th inning, 4 to 4. How do we want to do this? This would normally be Zap's time to shine. But, you know, he already pitched. So let's put Johnston into Joey's spot since Sweeney already came off the bench. Going to put Quinton in. Here we'll move Sweeney into shortstop, put Quinton out in right field.
Your attention, please. Now coming on to pitch for Indianapolis, number 27, Johnston.
So, I feel like we play a lot of extra inning games. Although maybe not as many last year as we normally do. I can't remember now. Johnston on the mound gets the first pitch fouled away. Vilas at the plate. Watches that fastball go inside. And a swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The Pirates now pinch hit. That makes sense. They find Marcus Scudero, who's batting 1,000 for the year. Probably only a couple at-bats, but still. Apparently that hit, if it is one hit, it was a home run, so not too shabby. He gets a hit up the middle, so he'll keep that 1,000 average. Pirates with a runner on first and 1 out. Duffy, 1 for 4, though he did get a hit in his last at-bat. Watches that slurve go to the dirt. Pops this one up. Sweeney should have it, and he does. He does throw to first. Didn't really need to. 2 down, runner still on first. Ryan Sweeney at the plate. Hits this one. Whoa, we got a miscommunication here. Terry still just looking at it. Finally went to go get it. Puts runners on the corners after that bizarre play. Brings Wilson to the plate, and he's going to pop out, so that saves the Squirrels from their own fielding mistakes. We go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 4. Top of the order coming up. I'll be honest, I still don't know who ended up. It looked like Sweeney came over to cover first, so I don't know if Kester's the one that finally grabbed the ball. And anyway, Reyes is coming in to catch. Matt Capps is going to pitch. Aviles and Scudero exit the game. Kester 1 for 3. He's got a single and a sac bunt. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. And another pitch goes down and out. That fastball too high, 2-1. Another swing and a miss on a slider, 2-2. Called strike 3 down in the zone. Kester doesn't like it, but that's 1 out. Marvin 3 for 4. I believe all 3 of his hits have been doubles. Looks at a strike. He has batted left-handed all game, just to throw that out there. Called strike, 1-2. Hits this one, but right to who? 2 away. 1 out away from extra innings. Chief standing between those. He does have power. First pitch goes outside. This one catches the outside corner. 1-1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And that's going to be a line drive down the right field line. That should be an easy double for Chief. 2 outs. Terry coming to the plate. So this game on a bit of a razor's edge right now. Can Terry finish this off? He is batting .600 on the year. Watches the first pitch down and in. Taps from the stretch. This one is called a strike, 1-1. This one's more over the plate. It gets through the middle. Chief coming home. Throw coming home, but it will not be in time. The Squirrels walk this one off on an RBI single up the middle from Terry. Your final score, Pittsburgh Pirates 4, Indianapolis Squirrels 5. And Pittsburgh definitely feels like they let that one get away a couple times. The Pirates have played us extremely tough every game we've seen them. They are probably better than their, I believe, 1-win record would suggest right now. They've just had a lot of games against us, which is not typically great for anybody's record. So I imagine Terry will again be player of the game. He's racking up all those honors. And there it is. So thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we've got Pittsburgh again tomorrow. We will see you then.